This is how I feel about the Katool balancer. My name is Mike, and today I'm going to be showing you the things I like and the things I don't like about the Katool balancer. Number one thing I like about this Katool balancer is that it actually works. Wheels get balanced correctly here. I'm hitting zeros, and I have had no complaints in the last 8 months I've been using it. The next thing I like is that it's very compact. If you're starting a new shop and you don't have a lot of room in your shop, this little machine right here is not going to take a lot of room, and it was very easy to set up and unpack and get it going. The next thing I like about the Katool balancer is the screen. It tells you as you're going to balance where the weights go. For example, this you're going to have 2 clip-ons. This one you're going to have 2 tapes, and so forth, so on. And also the letters right here, the A, B, and D, correlate with these down here, which is where you make your adjustments to as far as the size of the wheel or what you're balancing. Also, when you're going to put the weight on, it's got the laser, and it tells you exactly where to stop so you can land the weight on there correctly. This is very helpful for people who are new for the industry. Next thing I like about it is it's very easy to calibrate, and we're going to show you next how to calibrate the machine. First thing we need to calibrate this Katool balancer is we have to have a 16-inch or 15-inch steel wheel. Next, we're going to set the balancer in calibration mode. What you do is you depress the C and the F, and bang, it's in calibration mode. Next, we're going to set the wheel on the balancer. We got a 16-inch steel wheel. Always, when you're setting your wheels on the balancer, try not to run the wheel on the shaft, because with time it will get damaged. Okay, we have the wheel on. Now we're going to give it a little help, and we're going to push the start button. After you spin the tire, it's going to show you a reading of 100. Disregard that 100. When you buy the machine, it comes with a weight, which is for calibrating the wheel. Now, you want to go ahead and spin your wheel like I was showing you earlier, how to find where exactly the weight goes. There it is, right there. So what you want to do is use your shaft as your indicator director, okay? So you want to bring it straight up, put the weight on there, give it a little help, start button, and it's going to show you 100 again on the outer. So what you want to do is remove the wheel from the inside, bring your indicator again, like I showed you, like this. Once you're there, you're going to use this part of the shaft again as an indicator, exactly where it goes. You're going to help it, push the start button again, and bang! Your machine is now calibrated. And I recommend that you calibrate your machine once a week. From the experience I've had with the machine, if you don't calibrate it once a week, you will start getting some very odd readings. Next thing I like about the Katool balancer is the surprisingly good customer service. When I first got the balancer, I didn't know what the buttons were for. I've never used a balancer like this, but customer support was very helpful, showed me how to calibrate it, showed me what each button was for, explained to me very good, and we got the balancer calibrated and we balanced the wheels and everything's been working fine since. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what these buttons do and what they're for. First thing we're gonna do, this being a steel wheel, we're going to do a standard balance, which used to be called dynamic. First thing we have to do is measure. Get our little ruler right here. We measure. Once you hear that click, the inside to outer to the wheel is measured. Now you want to know the wheel size, which is, in this case, we're looking at a 7-inch wheel. And there you go. You push the B button down and you get to 7 and you stop and you'll hear a click. It's set. Now we have to put in the size of the wheel. You're going to use the D button, which coincides with this one. And this is a 16-inch wheel. You keep pushing down till you get to 16. And once you get to 16, the ALU, if you press that button, it shows you exactly what balance you want to do. It also has the static balance, which means one tape weight in the middle. So you're going to press the F button. It takes you right to it. The F button takes you right to it. Okay? It also has 2 start buttons, which I don't understand why. And it also has these mystery buttons right here, which we're going to talk about when we talk about the things we don't like about the balancer. And the final thing I like about this balancer is that it comes with a laser. I've used a lot of machines before that don't come with a laser. And believe me, the laser makes things a lot easier for you to zero out a balance. I'm going to talk about the 3 things I really, really, really don't like about this Katool balancer. Over here, we have a 2 start buttons, and technical support does not know why there's 2 either. We have OPT, technical support does not know why, what it's for. And we have fine. Technical support could not help me with that either. The next thing I don't like about this Katool balancer is it did not come with a dually cone. The cone, the big cone for the dually wheels, it did not come with it. The final thing I don't like about the Katool balancer is this part right here. This area here, I don't know what it's called, but what happens when you're balancing, it has a lock ring in there. And when you're balancing, putting on the wheel and tightening it on there, this falls apart. And I'm going to show you in real time what happens. I'm going to show you what happens. There. Did you hear that click? Let me show you what happened. That is the worst flaw I've ever seen on a balancer. The first time that happened to me, I had a customer sitting over there looking this way. I put the wheel on the balancer. I spun the wheel, and the wheel was looking like this. And that's an indicator that the wheel is no good. And I've started to explain to the customer that the wheel was no good. And when I took the wheel off the balancer, this was what was happening. The wheel was good. It was the machine that was not good. This machine would have been a full 5-star machine, except for this. I don't know what the engineers were on or what they were thinking, but if they would have spent a little bit more time on this machine would have been perfect. And now I'm going to show you how to put this back together. And it's a 2-man job, by the way, and very annoying. This is the way you have to put it back together. you have to push this thing in right here, and you have your locking ring that they made on it. And this is impossible for one man to do by themselves. Look at this. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get your design? Okay. We're going to record?
All right, let me help you out.
Okay.
So go ahead and push it in.
As you can see, even with two men doing it, it's difficult, annoying. I'm going to show y'all how I've dealt with this Katool balancer for the past 8 months. I'm going to set the wheel onto the machine. I'm going to set the cone in, the wing nut, and if it's slanted towards the machine, it's liable to pop off. If it's slanted forward, it's liable to pop off. So what I've learned and I've been doing is tightening the wing nut as straight as possible as I can. And this has been helping. It has popped out less. And here we go. Let me show you. I'm going to take it off. Notice how it didn't pop off. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a user error or a design flaw. And if you like the videos we're doing, give us a like. And if there's some specific video you want us to make, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.